Good evening, children. Welcome to another practical assignment for today. Today's date, 7th of August, practical number 7, and the object. To prepare a slide of transverse section of ovary of any locally available flower to show number 1, marginal placentation, and number 2, axile placentation. Before we begin our practical, I would just remind you, kindly write these numbers only in pencil. That is the 7, which is for your uniformity, should be written in a pencil till the end of our work. When we finally make the index, then we'll do the numbering. And syllabus wise, if I just tell you, we have completed section A comprising of flowers, 3 flowers under taxonomy. And today will be the last in section C on slide preparation. That is 4 on hydrophyte stem we have done, 5 on xerophytic leaf, and 6 was the germination of pollen grain that we have written. So today's number 7 in a pencil that you're writing will be the last in section on slide preparation, that is section C. After that we'll begin with the spotting. So the numbers obviously will be changed because it should be in a serial order. Alright, so let us see the work that we are going to do today. Now let us first understand what do we mean by placentation. See, you are going to work on 2 types of placentation, marginal and axile. But before we move, children, let us see what does the term placentation mean. See, whenever we cut the transverse section of any ovary in a flower, right, we see structures which vary like these, right? So what you see inside the ovary wall, these small structures are ovules. And the compartments that you can see, like here you can see 5 compartments, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is like 5 compartments, right? So here we call them as locules. Here there is 1 compartment. Here there is a single compartment once again, right? So what is placentation? The arrangement of ovules within the ovary is known as placentation. That is, look at the arrangement, children. They are all varying. Here you can see the first one as we call marginal, right? In this, the placenta are born on the fused margins of same carpel. Ovules are present along the ventral suture, and this condition is seen in legumes. In other words, you can see that the gynoecium is unilocular. In the TS, you can see there is 1 locule, right? And the placenta is born on the fused margin of the same carpel. That is a pea, a legume or a pod, or a pea in this case is a perfect example. The other type, what we call as axile. So 2 you have in your practical syllabus, A and B, right? Axile, what is the condition? Here in this type, the ovary is multicarpellary. See, as many the number of compartments, equal is the number of carpels in an ovary. Here it is 1 compartment, so the ovary is unilocular. Here it is 5 compartments, so the ovary is multilocular, or we say pentacarpellary, right? The flower is pentacarpellary. Penta means 5. Then it is syncarpous. That means they are fused. The carpels are fused, and the ovary especially is multilocular. This is seen in conditions like a citrus ovary or a tomato plant, China rose, etc. Right? The first flower that you have studied, hibiscus, showed this type of TS. The others to study, though you are not studying for practical, but just to keep yourself aware, this is parietal, right? In this you can see the placenta born on the fused margins of the same carpel, right? Melon, cucurbits, etc. Free central is this. They are attached to the axis, but there is 1 single compartment because ovary is unilocular. And finally, the basal. Basal means the ovary seems to appear to arise from the base. Ovule arises from the base of the ovary. This is seen in sunflower. Alright. So today's part on practical, children, you are studying placentation, or what kind of arrangement of ovules is seen within an ovary. In your syllabus, we are going to study 2 types, marginal, TS like this. This is the LS section, so we will not study the LS, only TS, marginal, and TS axile. So let us start today's practical. Object I have already told you, children. After leaving one line, you'll write another heading, TS of ovary of pea flower to show marginal placentation. That is, this diagram in a transverse section would be there. Alright, a single ovary in TS and the single unilocular ovary, that is compartment 1. Procedure: take a flower of pea plant, take out the ovary from the flower by removing the outer whorls, that is sepals, petals and stamens. Then cut a transverse section of the ovary, stain it in safranin and mount it in glycerine. Study the sections under a dissecting microscope and draw. Alright, so it's not study of, just study the sections under dissecting microscope and draw. Observation. What will be your observation? In marginal type of placentation, the gynoecium is monocarpellary. I told you, children, as many the number of compartments, so is the equal number of carpels. So here it is one locule, therefore it will be one carpel, and we call it as monocarpellary. Ovary is unilocular. Placenta are borne on the fused margins of the same carpel, and ovules are borne along the ventral suture of the carpel. So this will be your first, that is the marginal placentation. Coming to the second, that is the axile placentation. Axile will be seen in, I told you, plants like tomato, citrus, China rose, etc. In this, try, children, that this should be finished on one page only. You can just try. If you are not able to, that's no difference, but if you finish it in one page, this will make it more easy and systematic. So one diagram for this comment, which is over here, and then comes the second simple diagram of the TS of ovary showing axile placentation. Heading would be here, the TS of ovary of China rose flower to show axile placentation. Procedure: take a flower of China rose plant and by removing the outer whorls of a flower, take out the ovary from the flower. Cut a transverse section, stain it in safranin and mount in glycerine. Study under a dissecting microscope and observe the details. Observation. Number 1. In axile placentation, the gynoecium is multicarpellary, syncarpous, and the ovary is multilocular. After multicarpellary, there should be a comma. As you can see, there are many compartments. So the ovary is multilocular and there will be 5 carpels because there are 5 locules. Then, the placenta borne on the fused margins of the same carpel. The ovules are borne on confluent margins which meet on the central axis. See, all the ovules are directed towards the center in the form of an axis here, and therefore the term axile. Axile is based on the term axis. So this is why we call this as axile placentation. This type of placentation is seen in tomato, citrus, China rose, etc. So here, children, this is all for your work today. I would suggest you may label this. This can be labeled as the ovary wall. This can be labeled as the locule or compartment, and this is an ovule. Alright, so this can be labeled. Similarly here, this is an ovule, this is a locule, and this is an ovary wall. So this can be a complete labeling of both the diagrams. So this is a very simple work, children, today. This is your practical number 7. In a pencil you're writing the heading. Once again I am reminding today's date. 2 simple pages to write, that is number 1 and number 2, and very simple. I think the most simplest of all diagrams in your whole file is number 1, this diagram, and the second one. So I'll be sending you the images of the same. Please complete your works, and the assigned date I'll be giving you, today is 7, by 11th you should be able to finish this work, because on 11th I'll start with the section on spotting. That would be section D, and my next 2 sections will be finishing A and B with today's work. A and C, sorry. And next would be the spotting first that I'll start on my next turn, that is on 11th. Alright, that's all for just now. Try to complete your work on the earliest. Thank you.